if there was Bigfoot, lots of Bigfoots, like a herd of them, a pack of them, or whatever of them.
Big feet.
Yeah. If there were several big feet. Welcome back to That David and Rob / That Agency Co / That David and Rob Blogs weekly podcast.
Brilliant.
Hey up. Have you subscribed? Press subscribe. Why not? Share it and all. You don't even know if you're going to like it.
No,
Rob,
yeah.
what we talk about today?
Today, for episode 16, we are going to be delving into the world of conspiracy theories.
I've wanted to do this for ages. I want a full series on this.
Yeah, you've suggested this nearly every week so far. But it takes a little bit of research because conspiracy theories probably not my strong field, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not something I really think about. So, but I have been, or more than I have been thinking about.
I don't know much about many of them. I just know that I like and I'm interested when I hear people talking about them. Especially like, there's obviously ones that are a bit more serious, and then there's ones that are like ridiculous. I mean, to the people that believe them, it's not ridiculous.
No.
To the majority of people, some of them are ridiculous. So, for example, like there's obviously 9/11 one. You got to do a little bit of research around that. It's I'm going to say a touchy subject. It's a serious matter.
Yes.
And when you're saying, I think government did this on purpose, like you probably need to back that up a little bit. But then you've got ones that we're going to bring up later where are birds real? Stick around for that one. So you see what I mean? There's the serious ones, there's fun ones. What we decided that we'd do today, because we've not delved into any particular one massively, we're going to discuss several that we found on the most popular conspiracy site when it come up on Google, and just give a little bit of info on some of them and our opinions, like with our knowledge. Do we think they're right or not?
Yeah, so I've got I've been playing about for a while now, trying to find several different ones, and a lot of the same ones keep coming up, to be honest, on every search. Like, there's a lot that come up. Like you say, 9/11 obviously does come up a lot in these searches.
It feels like that's an episode on its own.
Yeah, there's a lot in that. But there's some that I've seen as I've been sort of like jumping back and forth in web pages that are in my head because they stuck out. So we'll come to them as I get to them.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to just briefly overview them and, I don't know, our own thoughts briefly, I suppose. Plus
we'll see where the conversation goes.
See what happens. So,
what's the first one?
I mean, the first on the list is 9/11, shall we?
Okay. Let's start off with a more fun one.
Start with a more cheerful one. Right, we'll start with one that's not on this list then, because they're all pretty miserable. So we'll dive into them shortly. Okay. We'll start with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, right. I wasn't expecting you to say that. So I've watched a documentary ages and ages ago because my son, who is currently 9, a couple of years back, he were obsessed with Bigfoot for ages. Or Sasquatch.
Yeah.
It's kind of, is that like the official name?
I don't know. I think
Bigfoot's more of his
like
nickname. So we watched the documentary and stuff, and I left the documentary. I remember feeling a bit more towards 50-50 than I was before I watched it. But is that just fantastic documentary making? Because in my head, I'm like, we're humans with mad technology available to us.
Yeah.
If there was an entire species, I don't know if that's the right word, but if there was Bigfoot, lots of Bigfoots, like a herd of them, a pack of them, or whatever of them.
Big feet.
Yeah. If there were several big feet, surely there'd be more conclusive evidence. Like, we don't go, a rhino's real. We just kind of go and find them. And I'm not having this, but they outsmart us and they live in certain places where we can't get to them. It's like, technology, bros.
Yeah, drones and things are just flying, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Heat detectors.
Interesting statistic I saw when I was searching around.
Yeah.
Is that is actually one of the most searched, whatever it's called, conspiracy theories in the USA.
What, Bigfoot?
Bigfoot, with like several thousand searches.
Do you think one day someone saw some sort of, mind you, Yetis? They're a very similar thing, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's Asia, I believe, is like the Yeti type thing.
Yeah.
And again, that come up when I was searching.
Do you think they've just seen
search.
like some massive bear or something? And then somebody years ago decided to make up a little story. And then before you know it, people are like, we've got Yetis, we've got Bigfoot, but yet no one ever sees them proper.
Yeah.
And the footage that you always see of stuff like that is always this proper shit, Nokia 3210 shaky hand style stuff.
Yeah. Bear in mind, like, the quality of just, like, an iPhone 7. Like,
yeah.
Go back 6 years ago iPhone.
You're getting full HD stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas, for me, I just think with something like that, like some of the other stuff where there's like government conspiracies and, you know, things happening behind closed doors, a little bit more believable that would happen because it's easier to get away with. The fact that there's some big, giant fucking animal running around somewhere and we still not managed to get any conclusive evidence, for me, I think it's nonsense. Well, good story to have.
Yeah.
What's
There's been so many. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've inadvertently done a little bit of research as I've been reading about them to try and find some good ones to discuss. And the sheer number of sightings or alleged sightings is absolutely unreal. So,
but where's the full-on video footage?
Well, exactly,
because you're not going out there having a look.
If you're
just
searching
with your eyes, you've got cameras
for it, you must be prepared, surely.
Yeah, you want.
If I was going to spend the day searching for it, I'd be taking one of you lot with me. And by you lot, I mean the cameras.
Yeah.
Not you, the viewer.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to come. Well,
have you got cameras?
Yeah, if you've got a camera. If you've got a camera and you want to go find Bigfoot, then we'll do it at some point.
Only a Nokia 3210 camera required.
Yes, you must
shaky hands.
You must smear hair wax or something over your lens before you go anywhere. So yeah, I think the sheer amount of sightings or alleged sightings suggests there's something, but always people will jump on the bandwagon. I don't know. I'm gonna lean more towards that it's a myth.
Agreed.
So next up on these things, the Loch Ness monster.
Right, the Loch Ness
monster. I'm going to work my way through these.
So again, I think it's the same conversation. I mean, the Loch Ness monster could hide from us better because it's obviously much more difficult to search water than it is to search like forests and stuff like that. I just think there probably was some prehistoric looking massive something in between one of these mad huge fishes that we see, because there are things in the ocean that are absolutely real and yet unbelievable, like then ghost fish and stuff like that. Google it, it's mad. So I think there probably was back in the day some mad giant kind of animal. But I don't think it's what we now know as the Loch Ness monster, where it looks like a huge dinosaur thing.
Yeah,
I
reckon it used to be. I reckon it was a dinosaur. That, like, if there was something there, I think it probably was.
Someone's muddled up a massive fish and a dinosaur and gone, oh, by the way, Loch Ness monster lives here. But again, I just think there'd be more conclusive evidence.
I don't know how long the story's been a thing. It's been a thing for 100 years, then it's made up. But it's been a thing for like thousands of years. If it's a story that's passed through like the ages, then I would lean towards it being some sort of like dinosaur. Because don't forget where it is.
Are dinosaurs real?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's we'll not discuss that one in this one, but
I believe
we've always been led to believe like no dinosaurs are real. Yeah. But then I have heard once someone say like, but were they though?
Are they though? Yeah, I'd say they are. But before it melted and like Britain broke away, you could walk from Scotland or from England to Holland. The coast of that side, it was joined. You could just walk. Because I think they found like mammoths and things like that in that sort of space. So yeah, for me, there's a chance that it was like a dinosaur. If the story travels back thousands of years, that it's like something that seems to have avoided the whole obliteration and just naturally died out, become extinct.
Yeah.
So if it's a 1,000-year-old story,
so we're putting that in the realm of more believable than Bigfoot, but still bollocks.
It doesn't exist now.
Yeah, it's bullshit. There you go. Official. Squash that one. We've Sasquatched that one. See what I did there?
One close to home now is something I've read more recently. So a lot smaller scale.
Is David really from Doncaster?
So this one's a lot smaller scale in terms of the being that's been seen. But around Doncaster, there's been a couple of sightings now of a large, like, black cat, like a panther.
Are you making this up off the dome?
No, legit. I read it for the second time recently, near Thorn or something like that. But a panther-sized, like, black cat has been spotted a couple of times. There's no photo evidence of it.
Is this someone that's been wildlife park?
Well, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
I mean, immediately it's bollocks.
You discuss it while I find the story.
All right, I'll discuss it. It's bullshit. That's not what I discuss. No, they're just in. What? So is it like a mythical creature?
Oh, no. It's
or just someone saying
sighting,
there's a
but
cat.
No one's got a picture of it.
That's this, like, the size of a panther.
I didn't intend to find this one.
Right, I don't think it's real. Has anyone else heard this, by the way? Because I know we have, like, quite a fair few viewers that are from around this area. Now you've said it, I loosely remember something years ago about this.
Yeah, so
but I've not thought of it ever since.
I found it.
Go on.
Most recent one was 2 days ago, was reported. An 11-year-old boy.
It's currently 25th of May, 2022.
Yes, this is 23rd of May, this story went on. And this is an 11-year-old boy who was on a bike ride with his family. And he was in the woods, and a mystery animal began giving chase to the boy. The pair escaped unscathed. There's no images of it. It is round by the zoo, to be fair, at Warnington Lane.
Who's reporting this? Where are you reading this
It's
from?
on the Yorkshire Post.
How come it's not all over social media being shared?
That's where I saw it.
Oh, it seems like something that would have been that viral. We wouldn't have been able to miss it. I mean, you've been, but I have.
Says, as we rounded a corner, I saw out the corner of my eye a large black animal sprinting from the cover of the woods, heading directly for my son, running, and I ran. And
it weren't just a Rottweiler.
It says, my first thought was a large black dog, but as I can't think it was, because the woods are popular with dog owners. He was a bit concerned, but then it looked like a very large cat, not a dog. There was no people in sight, no owners in sight, and then it just disappeared. Just gave up chasing. Didn't want to get too close.
And this is the dad that's saying this, or the 11-year-old boy?
That's the dad. The 11-year-old boy was running away from this thing that was chasing him. The dad could see it in the distance, but then as it sort of come out and saw him, it backed off. But there was also a report in 2021, February 2021, new footage emerges of Black Panther.
Have we got access to this footage?
Yeah, so this was in Armthorpe.
So we'll try and screen record this and put it up now as we speak, if we can. And this is us live reacting to this footage of this Rottweiler.
So yeah, that's it there.
I mean, just
he looks like a cat.
I mean, it just looks like a black dot going through his. Bless me. If that is, I mean, the fact that this is on the free press.
I mean, this one's on the free press. This one.
That just looks like some black dot moving around in the distance on a screen. That is utter nonsense.
I reckon it's about 4 foot long.
Yeah, and I know people that say they've got some at 4 foot long as well, and they're also talking shit. So no, I'm not having that one. That's rubbish. What's your verdict?
I mean, seeing as that's the only footage of it, it looks like a big cat. But not a panther-sized cat.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks like a large, like a dog or something. Like, yeah, I'm not sold.
No.
But I thought I'd bring it close to home.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think a few people will be like, oh, my cousin that's seen that, and it's definitely true.
Be intriguing.
I think you and your cousin are talking.
Well, there's a few more stories of sightings of it. Yeah. I mean,
Doncaster conspiracies. Who knew?
Who knew we were going that route today?
I know. What's the next one?
So we're going to move on from random sightings of animals. We're going to go back onto this list that I found. So I'm going to throw out one out there, which is a popular one, and that is the moon landing. Was it a hoax? Was it set up?
I've not watched that documentary. So there's like one particular documentary in there where they basically say, here's exactly how it were done and this is why we know it were filmed in a studio and stuff. Yeah. And it seems pretty conclusive. But when you are making a documentary, if you have a certain narrative, you can make it seem conclusive, whether it actually is or it isn't.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I haven't watched it, so I'm going based on purely things I've heard. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not real.
Right.
At the same time, if it was real, there's something in there where the technology that was used, were it 60, what were it, 1960?
1969.
1969. So in 1969, we had no iPhones, no iPad, no like technology of any note really. And they managed to land us on the moon all those years ago with less power than what's in your phone right now, apparently, from a technological point of view, I think is the thing. And then, so what's that now? 50 years later, 53 years later, we're not landing there every other week with the technology that we've had in the last 30 years, which has literally changed the entire world.
Yeah.
That the bit for me that makes it seem might be bullshit is the fact that we're not there every other week now, like with ease.
Why would we want to be there every other week?
Well, to figure it out, get more information. I don't mean like travelling there like I'm going to caravan this week.
Right, yeah.
I just mean like scientists and to get more knowledge and stuff would literally just be sending rockets there like more often. I mean, not obviously every other week. I just mean we landed there then, and then how many times have we been back since? Like very few.
I don't know how many times we went back, but there were several between 69, 75, 80s maybe. Yeah. And then they sort of eased off it.
That's what I mean. Why we eased off?
Well, I don't know.
People have cottoned onto the fact it was nonsense. We never. So
there's
really
also another conspiracy theory spiraling off this. That Apollo 17, I think it is the last one that went. And Apollo 18 never happened. But there's a film called Apollo 18, apparently. This is all just what I've read this morning, so correct me if any of it is disjointed.
The most popular film is Apollo 13, is it?
No, I'm not sure. Not sure at all.
I can't remember what
Apollo 18, apparently Apollo 17, last one, didn't do Apollo 18. But they've got another conspiracy. Apollo 18 got diverted by aliens, so the crew never made it back to Earth, and so they stopped doing moon exploration and things after that.
So that's why we're not gone, because aliens have
that's
hijacked
conspiracy
us.
Theory.
I'm struggling with it
because there's another conspiracy theory, space related, that there is not a satellite, but it's like space junk, and NASA said, "Oh yeah, it's space junk." But a conspiracy theory is that space junk is quite conclusive. It's quite a fair size thing. Is that it's an old alien spacecraft.
But you know, when it comes to like this alien stuff and exploring space and stuff, why keep it a secret? Like if they have encountered aliens or they have done it, like why keep that secret? Just say what's happening. Just report it like it's the news. It's like, oh yeah, actually we sent one up and some extraterrestrial nonsense has like done this and done that and this is what happened and this is what's found. Like I don't quite understand what the point would be in not telling people like what's going on.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't really know why there's be so much secrecy around it, like the whole Area 51 stuff.
Yeah.
Like just tell us what's happening. If we found aliens, let's celebrate it. Not celebrate it, but like, what a discovery this is. Like, here's the information, everyone. Look what humanity's discovered and done. I don't understand why there'd be so much secrecy over it.
Don't know.
But the original one is
the moon.
The moon landing. I'm going to say it happened.
Yeah, I'm going to say real.
I'm going to say, we did land on moon. I think we did land on moon. I'll have to watch that show and then I might have another opinion.
Yeah. On surface level, with odd bits I know.
Moon surface level.
I'm going to say real.
Okay, I'm going to go real, yeah. I'm going to say we did land on moon.
So, we're going to go stick with the alien theme here, and we're going to go for the Roswell crash and cover-up. So, Roswell crash was that something crashed on a remote ranch outside of Roswell, New Mexico in 1947.
Is this where that show came about, where Roswell High?
I don't know.
Or is that just because it happened to be in the same place?
Could be.
You're going to have to explain this one to me and probably some of the viewers, because I've not actually heard of this one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I had until I read it, and then I was like, oh, I have heard this.
Right, okay.
So the government, something crashed, remote ranch outside Roswell. The government at first claimed it was some sort of saucer, then retracted the statement and claimed it was really a weather balloon. Yet the best evidence suggests that it was neither a flying saucer nor a weather balloon, but instead a high-altitude, top-secret military balloon dubbed Project Mogul. As it turns out, descriptions of the wreckage, first reported by the original eyewitnesses, very closely matched photos of the Project Mogul balloons. This is down to silvery finish and strange symbols in its side. Then there's some stories come out over recent years and later on about some alien bodies around, but I mean, that wasn't reported at the time by anybody, so I don't know what I think about that.
That's nonsense straight away then.
For me, yes.
Because those bystanders and stuff, people of the community would have been going, oh my God, there was definitely... You could imagine it now as well, and it's like some place in America and that. You can imagine...
Yeah.
I always think of that guy who, that famous guy that describes everything and stuff. No, I can imagine they'd literally like be going, oh my God, and there was like alien bodies and E.T. looking motherfuckers and all this lot. and the fact that they didn't at the time, and that's something that's come out later, I'm putting that down to nonsense. But so the theory is
something
then that
definitely crashed.
We think something crashed and it could have been like alien related. Is
yeah.
That what we're saying?
So the Project Mogul thing is to do with a secret spying thing for the Cold War. Is what is like the official story, or some unofficial story. Is that it was a Cold War spying device that like failed.
I suppose the question we could ask about these last couple. Do we think aliens are real or not? Because that would then help decide on things like, did we land on the moon? Did this thing crash? Did Apollo 18 get redirected by aliens and stuff? Like, do you think aliens are real?
I'm going to say yes, but not like they are in the films. You know, in the films where they've got like a bit... reptile-y, sort of scaly.
What you think of when we say
like,
alien, and then what everyone,
I think
image
there's
everyone's
something
got.
out there with a capacity, because we're obviously like, supposedly, the most intelligent being on the planet.
Some of us are.
I mean, I've watched...
That's so degrading to many animals.
I know.
The fact that some people... there's some animals more smart than people, especially like apes and stuff.
Yeah, well, they're like 90% match, aren't they? So
yeah,
but yeah, I reckon there's something out there with a capacity, the brain capacity similar to like ours, like ape level, out there. Where I don't know whether it's another galaxy. I presume another galaxy.
I think that's the thing.
Galaxy.
That's the norm, innit? I think. If you were to say, are aliens real, and the image we all picture of aliens green with tentacles or whatever it is, no, I don't. If you're saying to me, do I believe there is another form of life in the whole of the entire universe, I'm like, well, yeah, probably. But that's based on, like, just probably simple math, or for want of a better phrase.
Well, it's definitely another form of life.
Like, there's got to be something out there.
Yes, I mean, they found something on Mars that was classed as a living being, but not with the same capacity, or like the equivalent of like a piece of seaweed or something.
Yeah.
Like...
Right, yeah.
It was something at that level.
If you're going down science, if you're not somebody that believes in, like, obviously, like, God created us and all that sort of stuff, the religious view, if you're more the scientific persuasion... Basically, we're only alive because Earth just happens to be in the perfect spot of the universe for us to be alive.
Yeah.
And that's probably something I believe for our particular universe or world, whatever it is. Yeah. Whereas I also think there is probably, given what we know about space, if that is what we know about space, there's probably another version of Earth. I mean, this is mad, innit? Because we could get into the whole, what about time, dimensions, and is there an alternate reality?
Yeah.
Oh God, this could go on forever. I really enjoy this sort of stuff.
So I'm going to round it onto one last topic after that.
Right, okay.
But yeah, for me, aliens, yes. Something of the same capacity. And in terms of the Roswell crash, yeah, something definitely crashed. Do I think it was a spaceship? No, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I care enough about what it was.
Right. Yeah, I think
to have an opinion.
They're right as to like it was just a failed test or something.
Yeah, I'm going with that then. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Or something, I don't know. So rounding it off with the topic of aliens, saying, "All right, that's what they look like. Everyone knows if someone wants to draw an alien, big eyes, or whatever."
Yeah.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory of the reptile people?
So this is the Illuminati. Or is there two different things?
No. Because
so
Illuminati is, my understanding is that it's like the real sort of top dog type people.
They're actually running the world.
They're actually like pulling the strings of everything, banks the lot.
I thought the reptilian theory was that those people are reptiles.
Ties in.
I mean, I don't know. Do I believe that there are groups of rich and powerful people pulling strings that they shouldn't be pulling to rule poor people like us? Yeah, I fucking believe that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do I believe that they're actual reptiles? Because the big thing is the Queen's a reptile and stuff. The Queen's a lizard.
Yeah.
Is she?
Well, she's called Liz.
Yeah, but like the king and queen and stuff before her, they weren't all called Liz.
I mean, or is she like... She's Elizabeth II.
Yeah, well. But she's like, the ultimate piss taker. She's like, look, I'll even call myself Liz.
If I was a reptile in that power, I can go, I'm going to call myself Liz.
Yeah.
Watch me get away with this one. I think I would.
Well, they are all hiding in plain sight, though. They're taking piss out of us in government and stuff. Yeah. If you believe that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I don't believe they're reptiles.
I don't believe they're reptiles. I believe there is some, like, you see some TV shows, don't you, where people think they're in control and then, like, an FBI agent will go a little bit rogue and then find out that, actually, there is this 7 people in this mad group that are actually running everything. Like, do I believe some of that stuff happens? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I do, definitely. We're on to you. We know you're out there. Try and rule us, will you? Oh, you already are, because I have to pay my tax and all that sort of stuff.
Already are.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, you're not a reptile. If you're watching.
I don't. If you are watching,
I don't think you're a crocodile or something. So
if I had the ability to turn into some sort of mad lizard, you'd know about it. I'd be like, today on the vlog. My tongue would like wrap around everything. I'd be holding that with my tongue. I don't know what do lizards do? They just got a mad tongue, haven't they? My tail would pop out. My lizard tail, not that tail.
And so, I think on that note, that's a good way to round this podcast off before we dive into anything else.
Do you want more conspiracy theories? Do you want us to go out and research particular ones to discuss them deeper? Because I actually really enjoy these conversations.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
And you can go down a real rabbit hole, and I think we need more time to be able to talk about them. I'd like to talk about 9/11 because obviously there's a lot of documentation, a lot of footage, a lot of things about that one, and that's a really popular one. Yeah. I'd potentially like to talk about Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Just to see what your thoughts are as well. Like some of you I know now are going to be going mad in comments and stuff, being like, she was definitely killed by Queen, blah, blah, blah. Like people have like big feelings about this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd like to start tapping into that sort of stuff because I just think it's entertaining. We should probably finish off this one by making you aware that for the more business-related content around how we're running the agency, that agency co and stuff, we might be bringing out a second channel.
There is potential.
And the cameras are about to die.
That middle one has gone.
That's just died. So we should explain to you that obviously this channel has had a name change.
Yeah, you might have noticed it. So now it is That David and Rob Vlogs. And that is because this channel is going to stay as, well, vlogs. As it is, really.
Well, good guess.
Yeah, you guessed it. The name didn't give it away at all.
With that...
And the podcast is going to hang about as well.
So the vlog we really, obviously, we do the daily vlog. That's just what we do. Every single day, Monday to Friday, 5 p.m, bang, daily vlog. The daily vlog is just following us around. Whatever we happen to be doing will be filmed. Then we've got this episode that comes out every Sunday at 5 p.m. We want to move that more down the entertainment stuff. So you'll notice over the last few weeks, we've done the Would You Rathers, the different scenarios. Yeah. We're now looking at conspiracy theories. We'd like to take the podcast episodes down that kind of route for more entertainment, which does mean some of you will be thinking, yeah, but what about when you used to tell us about how you actually run the agency? I mean, that agency. Yeah. I always get confused with this, that nonsense. Well, it's a good time to let you know, and if you watch this right to the end, well done, and this is an exclusive announcement, that
there's going to be yet another channel.
Whoop,
so
whoop.
That's going to be
more work.
Yeah. So I mean, we're going to up the ante with another video. That's going to release one video per week is the initial aim. Whether that increases as we get going is yet to see. But one a week is the initial target. That's going to be the rolling process.
Yep.
It's got a name now, hasn't it?
It's just going to be That David and Rob. Yeah. So this channel will remain. I
remember what we agreed.
Yeah, That David and Rob Vlogs is where you get your daily vlog and your weekly entertaining podcast. And then over on That David and Rob, you will get the more how we're actually building a video marketing agency.
Yeah, that's going to have more like how-to-y type videos, like on-the-job videos. It's getting more geared towards people that are like becoming like a photographer, becoming a video person, someone who's generally interested in it.
Yeah.
Clients that don't really know what to do with video, don't know what to do with the photos. It's going to be geared towards that sort of stuff. So, I mean, if you're into that, keep an eye out for it. If you're not, you carry on watching these ones. There's something for everybody.
Something for everyone.
And before we actually close the podcast off, there is one more topic we haven't discussed.
Bonus conspiracy theory that's blown my mind.
It is, because I recall in the title you mentioned that something about birds.
Are birds real? When I first come across this conspiracy theory, it was more geared around pigeons, but I think when you read it just said birds in general.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? You haven't, have you? You're thinking now and you're like, actually, like in the city centre, town centre, you never see like a small pigeon. They're always just full-grown pigeon. So that's led some people to believe that that's because pigeons are actually robots that have CCTV built in them, and that's how the government or the Illuminati or the reptiles are like actually watching people, watching what's happening and stuff.
I'd just like to note that whoever's operating that pigeon CCTV network, right?
That's the name of the new channel.
Why are they always together? What are you watching? They're not like they're scattered about.
I mean,
they all gather in one little bit.
That one point could debunk the entire thing. Like, if we were to set up cameras in this office and we put 14 of them up in that corner, all looking at that corner.
What a rubbish system.
Or that's the ultimate decoy.
Yeah, that's the ultimate play.
Because you're now thinking, this is so stupid, it can't be real. And they're like, done you? Because you think this is that ridiculous, it's not real. Yet we're watching you. There's some legs in this, I'm telling you. Do you think pigeons are actually monitoring devices?
I'm going to go with a solid no.
Yeah, me as well.
I've got a conspiracy theory for you.
What?
Some might get cut out of the podcast.
Oh, no.
You never see pigeons outside of KFC.
Right.
What's KFC doing to pigeons?
I don't know if I have seen a pigeon outside of KFC.
Kentucky Fried Pigeon.
Right. Let's go. Please, we'll give you a proper announcement about the new channel with a new video in the coming weeks and months. Please subscribe, share this with a friend, and let's build up some subscribers and people that want to watch and shit.
What he said, basically. Cue the music and the pod.